This video is called Negative Bias. And negative bias is something we all have. It's a part of the way that the human brain has functioned forever. And the idea is that we pay more attention to the negative things, the bad things. So like if we were, this was really important earlier on in our human development, you'd be like, there's a tiger, there's a bear, run, notice that, don't notice the berries in abundance, that kind of a thing. The tricky thing is that in our regular day in life, it's very easy to be hypercritical. It's very easy to notice the negative and to focus on the negative and to talk about the negative. Why isn't my child doing this? Why can't they do this? Why isn't this happening? Why isn't this happening? And the problem with that is that our brains really grow off of what we think. So if you think of a thought as sort of like a track in the snow, and the first thought you have is sort of just on top. But as you keep having that thought, it gets deeper and deeper and more entrenched. And I think it's really important with negative bias, again, because our brains like to box things in, is to keep in mind that we can change those negative thoughts. We can think about things in a different way, in a more positive way. And you can always phrase things differently too. It's really easy to be like, stop, don't, right? I'm pretty good at that myself. But you can do things in a positive way, like, hey, instead of, could you do this? Or why don't we try it like this? There are ways to phrase things that are differently. Now, we are going to make mistakes. We're going to be negative, and we're going to have negative thoughts about ourselves and our kids and everyone in the world right now. But knowing that you're having that and that you can kind of change that thought pattern is really empowering. And again, if you feel like reading a book about it, this is a book called Taming Your Gremlins. There's also another book that's called Change Your Questions, Change Your Life. And there's a lot of interesting things to think about negative bias.